Here we are at Formby Point on the Sefton Coast. We're looking for Rhysodromus fallax, the sand running spider. This is a nationally rare, vulnerable spider, highly camouflaged. It lives on the sand at the frontal dune system amongst marram and couch grass. It's quite difficult to find because it's very similar in colour to the sand itself, so you need to look for it by grubbing through the marram and only at this frontal dune system. So behind me, this clump a few weeks ago yielded 7 specimens in a very tight area. Rhysodromus fallax is very unusual in that it's one of the only philodromids that you'll find right up at the front of the coast. There are other species here. There is a philodromus in the Aureolus group that you can find, but that tends to favour the more damp marram that you can get. So what you're looking for is very dry, thatchy marram with enough cover for the spiders to hide in to get away from bad weather, and then in good weather out they come. They like it dry. You have to look for the dry thatch right at the front of the dunes. Now Rhysodromus fallax, this is the only site in this area on the Sefton Coast for this spider. It lives pretty much, it's restricted to this 1 kilometre zone here on Formby Point as far as we know. I've done extensive surveys in other areas along the coast, all the way up to the Fylde, down onto the Wirral, and we can't find it there. Historically it was known from the Wirral at Wallasey, but that site now is no longer suitable for it. It appears to be extinct there. So Randall Jackson found it there in 1906, 1909, that sort of times, but since they've done sea defences there, they've essentially cut off the dunes from this mobile sand that's so critical for this spider. Now, how you find this spider, you have to go grubbing in the tussocks, and I've been doing timed 10-minute searches of these marram grass tussocks right at the front here. So we'll see what we can find. Okay, well, we found several specimens of Philodromus fallax here. Really nice. This dry, powdery, mobile sand is what they like. This clump of couch grass here is really affording them good protection from the wind today. It's very important that they have this dry, mobile sand. As soon as the dunes start to get more stabilised, the marram and the couch becomes wet and soggy. This is conditions they do not like. They need it dry underfoot. So frontal dunes right at the front here. The sea is very close to here. Probably high tide is probably no more than, I don't know, 5 or 6 metres away from here at the highest spring tides. Really important site for this species, and hopefully this will help you find Rhysodromus fallax at other sites on the British coast.